Hello, this is Hannah Erica, and welcome to the Hannah E Gets Crafty channel. I got these this set, the coffee table and end table, from someone for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. This was purchased last spring, and I started working on it, and I had a vision for it. You can see that everything looks like it's in excellent condition, so I was really excited about this purchase. But I decided to do something different to it. I felt like these spindles were outdated, and so I decided I wanted to cut them off and take them out, which I don't regret. I think it was a good idea, but the problem is, um, I guess I'm new at it because this was a year ago, so I haven't even been cutting bases or really using that piece a lot, that tool a lot, and there were a lot of things I had to fix on there. Now the top one is fine. You see there's just holes and I'm putting some Bondo in there, but on the other side of it where I had to cut the saw, it's just wood that needs to be sanded down, and the problem is none of my sanders would fit in between that part. And so I'm just gonna Bondo the holes, and I was just thinking about what I need to do. At this time, if you're not a subscriber, maybe you can hit the subscribe button so that you can see my posts you can see my videos when I post them. I really don't post a lot. I may post 2-3 times a month because I do it according to my projects. But I'm trying to grow my channel, and I think that you could be interested in some of the things that I'm doing. If you want to see what it's like for someone to do it for the first time, a lot of times things I'm doing for the first time. So the coffee table, the end table, excellent condition. So I said, let me just start sanding it down because I knew I wanted the tabletop to be raw wood. Mind you, this is still April of 2023 that I'm doing this. So I have like an idea in mind of what I want it to look like. I will say I don't remember a single piece that I have refinished that turned out exactly the way I want it from start to finish. I don't care what kind of vision I had for it. I felt like something always changed. And so the coffee table, I can sand down the top. So I said, let me just get done what I can get done. And I was actually waiting for help to do the rest of it, but it just sat and sat and sat. And so I did put stripper on the legs because I was hoping to have some of it raw wood at the bottom. I thought it would look nice because this thing was solid wood. And so I started off doing that, stripping and scrubbing at it. But I'll let you know, I really didn't do that. I didn't stay with that. So this was a month ago. I decided I'm going to finish this thing up. I took them both out of the garage. It's really filled up. My honey bear moved in, and we need to work on the garage. And so me working on the garage is me taking pieces out and actually trying to finish what I had in there. So this was stored in there, and I said, let me take it out and try to finish the coffee table and end table so that we can have some room in there. And this is smoothing it out, but I also have to scuff sand, and I'm using a 220 grit. And so the table's outside. I got to make use of other parts of the house because, like I said, the garage is so packed. And I bought this tool off of Amazon. It's very strong, but it can rip off anything in between. You just got to be so careful and keep it moving, because it will tear more than it has to tear off if you're not careful. So back in the basement, I'm using Krylon's Kettle Black. You know what? This is not Krylon Kettle Black. This is Sherwin-Williams and Caviar. That's what I'm using. And so I love using a roller. I got a little 4-inch roller, and I use it so much because of the way it looks when you roll it on. It just makes everything look so smooth. Back to the coffee table. In my mind, I'm still thinking that the top of the coffee table would be stained, but yeah, that didn't happen. I do believe that the coffee table is upstairs. I mean, that the end table could be upstairs, because I would not be doing that in the same area. But of course, it's possible that I did this first and then brought the end table down. And so I wish I used less paint when I rubbed it on. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I could be a little impatient. Especially when I know it's nighttime, or it's, you know, I've been working on a piece for a long time, or my vision for it kind of goes away, and so I had to change what I want to do it to something that I have to do.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that
And now for the design, because I pretty much know that the corrections I made with the spindles did not come out as smooth and perfect as I wanted it. And so this is just a reality that sometimes you make a design to kind of cover what you don't feel like is perfect. And so the gold leafing is one of the things that I use. Stencil or gold leafing, and the gold leafing seems to work well with black. And so the glue that you use for it, what happens is you place that on first where you want the gold leaf to stick, and then you have to wait. The bottle says like 15 minutes, but I tell you, it's always too dry if I wait 15 minutes. I don't wait a full 15 minutes. I don't think I even wait 10 minutes. But you have to let it get a little tacky. And so you spread it on wherever you want the gold leaf to be. And then you kind of gently pat it on. It's so, so delicate. I did this look on both sides and on the front legs a little. Now it's time to give it a top coat, poly. Everything's dried really nice. I took everything upstairs because this is where I'm going to stage it. So I said, let me just bring it upstairs. I'm using it right out of the can because like 90% of my pieces are black. And so I'm not worried about, you know, turning the poly a little bit darker. My method for the poly, because it's so bubbles and dribbly, I just take a thin amount and I just spread it on evenly across and just check for any buildup of bubbles on the side and just make sure I don't skip any spaces and just rub what I need because I know eventually it's going to dry. So I just rub until I feel like I got it right. And of course I'll do a second coat. So it's mildly streaky, not too streaky. It's mildly streaky, but mainly because it needs a second coat. Like the first coat just won't cover enough. And so it does go on really nice though. This is water-based. I don't have too many options on how to apply it. I told myself when I run out of this, I'm going to start getting the oil-based top coats. But you got more options on how you can apply it. Because I'm really interested in doing a roller, putting it on with a roller, and I know I can't do it with the water-based paint. The water-based poly. So I really want to get the oil-based one and be able to use a roller to put it on and then let it self-level out. So it's time for the second coat. I'm doing the same thing on the coffee table that I'm doing for the end table, just that the angles are better. With the coffee table, I'm sitting almost on the floor and I'm twisting all over the place. So I just figured, let me just show you what I'm doing with the end table. You see that I have a fan nearby because I'm really trying to get this done. It's my birthday, but I said, let me just finish this piece anyway. So I'm going to finish the piece, put the fan on, so I can kind of let it dry a little bit faster because I want to stage it and post it the same day. And so the drawers, because they're nice in wood and I don't plan on lining them, I just like to put a little bit of feeding wax in there to kind of liven them up. Makes them look really good. Okay, please stand by for a reminder of the before look of the two end tables, which they did look really good. They're just a little reddish. And then this is the after look, what I did, nice black with the gold leaf. I really do like them. I put new handles on them too, the glass knob look. Hopefully you like them too.